You know who I love? My BF. But you know who I don't love? My BF's BF. It's like my BFF's BF thinks just because I'm their BFF's new BFF that we can't be BFs too. Wait, acronyms are so confusing. 5 signs your bae's best friend hates you. 1, you hear about all the fun times when you weren't around. Remember when we all went to that movie together and we shared one straw for our Slurpee? Oh, wait. You weren't there. That was just Mark and me. How silly of me to forget. When someone doesn't like you, there's no better way to make you mad than to make you jealous. So if your bae's best friend spends most of the time talking about all the fun things they've done together when you weren't around, whether it was before you started dating or not, they're clearly not your biggest fan. To smooth things over, just punch them in the face. Kidding. Be the bigger person and let them talk out their insecurities. After all, they're just stuck in the past while you get to go home with your love at the end of the night. And they don't. 2, you feel like you have to fight for your partner's attention. It sucks being the third wheel, but it's a nightmare to be a third wheel in your own relationship. So when you're all headed out for the night and the BFF is somehow sitting shotgun, it can feel like you're playing the nasty game of who can get all the attention. Honestly, there's never going to be a true winner. Trying to one-up you every time means that your future best friend-in-law has some serious control issues, let alone if that best friend is a girl who can playfully touch your bae's shoulder or saddle up next to them all night. If you feel too uncomfortable telling them to cut it out, let your honey know that they may need to cut the BFF out of future dates. 3, they don't want to hang out with you alone. Unless your boyfriend or girlfriend invites you out, you're somehow left out of the loop when the rest of the friends get together. It's not as if you're uninvited, it's just that they forgot to bring it up to you. But still, if the BFF doesn't go out of their way to include you, there's still a chance that they're trying to exclude you. And even when you somehow find a way to sneak into the mix, he or she's a deadpan wall when it comes to conversation. I have a funny picture on this phone. It's so random and funny. Give me something here! No matter what you try and think of to get close, some people just won't like you. It could be a chemistry thing or because they preferred how things used to be before you got all up in their best friend's life. Or because they're a jerk face. 4, your significant other is mute when they're around. Okay, so you know the 2 of them are hanging out, which is fine because they're besties, but you just got some amazing news, so you shared it with the person you love, and then dead silence for 4 hours until the hangout is over. Your bae probably hit the mute button because other than being a decent person and not wanting to have their cell phone out with company, it could be that they just got teased for being the old ball and chain. Their BFF finally had their time to hang out with their best friend and turn all sassy pants when even your text messages seem to get in the way. This is jealousy at its worst, so unless you're fine knowing the little things you want to talk about will have to wait, your other option is to make it clear that you're number 1 in this partnership. Both BF and BFF need to respect that being in a relationship means being available for you when you need them. 5, your sweetie is mute when they're not around. Now here's the opposite problem. You finally have your beloved all to yourself. So what the heck? You bring up why Captain Best Friend doesn't seem to like you. And suddenly your better half goes, "Oh man, I'm hungry. Are you hungry? Let's order Domino's. Better yet, I'm gonna make a pizza from scratch. In fact, right now, I'm gonna go fly to Italy, so I'm gonna see if I can get the best pizza recipe by Cheyenne." If they play dumb or avoid the question every time the bestie comes up in conversation, it's obvious that they're trying to avoid a topic that feels uncomfortable for them. Don't shoot the mute messenger for trying to balance an already complicated relationship, because I bet they'd love nothing more for you 3 to get along. My advice is for both of you to stay mute about the subject, because your mouths are busy doing something else. If you get what I'm saying. You now know 5 signs that your BF's BFF sees you and gets mad AF. But this doesn't mean you guys can never be friends. Who knows? Maybe they just need some warming up to the idea of 2 BFFs. Has your significant other's best friend ever thrown shade in your direction? Tweet me or Instagram me at Cheyenne Grogan, or let's chat about it in the comments below. Want to know how to out-flirt for your bae's attention every time? Click the video on your left for 7 foolproof tips. And click the video on your right to learn 7 awesome facts about farting. You know, if that's the only way you can get that clingy best friend out of the room. I'm Cheyenne, and you're on Gurl.com.